servants to child labor. But here in the Silver State, the biggest issue is with forced prostitution or sex trafficking.
Every January 11th, Human Trafficking Awareness Day is observed. So tonight, we take a look at what's being done right here in northern Nevada to fight the crime that specifically targets our girls and young women. Andy Guevara reports.
Yeah, guys would call and say, can you send me the youngest one that you have?
This young woman, whom we'll call Rose, was born and raised right here in Washoe County. At the age of 16, she was forced into prostitution and often had to pretend she was only 14 years old.
The 200 to 300 minors in Washoe County are either currently being trafficked or very high risk of being trafficked.
So I know what it's like to be drugged and dragged to their basement and brutally raped and forced into this industry.
Throughout the state of Nevada, it's a mandatory life sentence to have sex with a child, except that if you go out on the 4th Street corridor and buy sex from an underage child there, it's seen and treated completely differently.
Over the past 5 to 10 years, that mindset has begun to change in northern Nevada. Now the kids, many of whom are young teen girls, are no longer treated as criminals by law enforcement.
We have options now with things like Awaken, this great group in our local community that's working hard to assist these victims of these crimes.
We've now started working with social services, child welfare, FBI, local law enforcement.
The National Council of Juvenile and Family Court Judges has trained hundreds of judges across the U.S. to identify these young victims.
They need to be removed from an industry and a whole circumstance where it's all about using them.
And you can help with that challenge by getting involved, from donations of money, clothes, or services to volunteering.
Foster care. The foster system is another big way to get involved. If you work in a school, invite us in. We will try to work prevention to educate these kids on signs to look for.
Covering the story, Andy Guevara, Channel 2 News.